Hello everyone and welcome to episode 18 of the Irish Whip podcast. I'm your host Ben, accompanied as always by my co-host Darren.
Yeah.
This week we have our NXT Takeover The End of the Beginning review. But first into news. Jimmy Snuka's trial. The judge gave a ruling that Jimmy Snuka is not competent enough to stand trial. Snuka will be retested in December and will probably be retested every 6 months.
Until he's done.
Until he's either found competent to stand trial, the charges are dropped, or he passes away.
Yeah. And I doubt those charges will be dropped anytime soon, really.
No, probably not. I don't know whether or not he's faking it. The judge in the case
says he's too stupid to be able to fake it.
It wasn't those words, but essentially that was the meaning behind them. I think the exact quote was, "I don't believe Mr. Snuka is smart enough to fake dementia." I guess we'll come back to this in December.
Yeah.
For now,
we'll keep our opinions out of it.
Well, like, my personal opinion is he did it, but like, there's no there's no point in putting someone who has dementia in jail.
Yeah.
There's no point in putting someone who doesn't understand their crime.
I won't say what my opinion was. Mine was very blunt.
Yeah. That being said, even though I think he did it, he's still innocent until proven guilty. And yeah, it's sad that justice might never be done in the case. But here we are. Brock Lesnar has been signed to a fight at UFC 200.
Yeah.
In the most bizarre story of the year, probably. He is still under contract with WWE, but this fight, taking place at UFC 200 in July, is a one-time deal, and Lesnar is he fighting? Mark Hunt? Mike Hunt?
No, it's not Mike Hunt. It's Mark Hunt.
Oh dear.
There's been a lot of jokes about that.
Okay. Yeah. This is so yeah, apparently.
Didn't he already fight Mark?
I don't think he fought this guy. He hasn't fought this guy.
I could have sworn he has. I don't know UFC, but I've heard he might have.
I'm just going to put asses in seats, I guess. Though UFC 200 is probably the biggest show that they'll ever do.
Yeah. Until
UFC 300 comes along.
Yeah, I in all honesty don't really care much about UFC.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch it. It's not something for me.
But this is still big news. The question lingering is, what does WWE get in return?
Yeah.
Speculation is
Did you hear that? I've read something that apparently Lesnar Ultimate Warriored his way into this.
The story I heard is he went to Vince and asked him to it, and Vince was like, and Brock was like, "Do you want to arm wrestle for it?" And of course Vince couldn't turn that down.
I've heard like 3 different stories about it. One that I've heard is that he like Ultimate Warriored his way into the deal, where he was going to no-show Mania if he didn't get this new contract agreement thing, which included him fighting at UFC 200.
Well, like, apparently the deal was only made the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the story is. Speculation is WWE want Paige Van Zandt for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
She is a UFC fighter and she was on America's, what is it, Dancing with the Stars?
I was waiting for you to say funniest home videos.
It's Dancing with the Stars or Celebrity Dance Revolution or whatever.
That thing Chris Jericho was on.
I don't know. It was the thing Stacy Keibler was on.
Oh yeah. Didn't that thing cause like Stacy Keibler to leave wrestling?
Yeah,
she found out how like terribly treated wrestlers are.
Yeah, she got talking to people there, and the people there couldn't
believed that they had to pay for like their own hotels and flights and everything.
Yeah, they were like, wait, what? That's not how it works. So yeah, that's the Lesnar story.
He's gonna fight before Punk.
Yeah, Punk.
Punk has been announced though.
I don't know if it's official, but I think it's penciled in for UFC 202.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe more on that
as it develops.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali passed away last week at the age of 74. He had suffered from Parkinson's for a long time. Had been a fan of wrestling for a long time. Was heavily influenced by professional wrestling. He attributed his like smack talk style to just ripping off Gorgeous George.
Yeah.
The story is he was having a fight on the same day that Gorgeous George was having a wrestling match, and like 5 times as many people showed up to Gorgeous George's match because he was just a smack talker. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm so pretty. Look at my beautiful hair. Anyone touches my hair, I'll kill him. And apparently Ali was like, yeah,
I'll take that.
I'll steal that. Of course, Ali was involved in WrestleMania 1. He was a special guest referee.
Yeah.
Had fought Antonio Inoki. And kind of helped popularize MMA.
Yeah.
Got it. And has gone on to influence a lot of wrestlers of the modern day.
Yeah.
I mean, Nakamura is heavily influenced by him. With the,
you don't say.
Yeah, with the Bamayi / Kinshasa. And yeah, it's just sad that Ali passed away.
Onto the really sad news.
The saddest news that we have all week. The Drifter, Elias Sampson, has been injured, taken out in the prime of his career at a house show. I think he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
And it really is appropriate that this NXT was called The End.
Yeah, because they can't continue without him.
Like, the place is going to tank. Like, he truly is like the pillar, the cornerstone of NXT. He's the keystone that holds the arch.
Yeah. You may think it's Finn Balor, but he's learned it all from the Drifter.
Yep. I believe Drifter, of course, following in a tradition of many guitar playing wrestlers such as Jeff Jarrett, the Honky Tonk Man, heel Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Rock in like 2 segments.
Who played the ukulele? Did someone play a ukulele? Maybe Edge and Christian or Angle.
They played the kazoo.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle played the guitar once when he was doing that. Like,
he wore like a tiny cowboy hat and played a ukulele?
Oh, maybe it was.
Because it was funny because it's tiny.
Yeah. And Kurt Angle is huge.
That about wraps it up for news. I don't think there's been anything else. So I guess on to NXT Takeover The End.
Yeah.
Of the beginning of the old era and the beginning of the new era.
Yeah.
Of NXT.
Sponsored by World of Warcraft.
And Baby Metal.
Usually we do like a backstory Terry match, but like with NXT, there's not much story.
Yeah, it's just guys who want to kill each other.
Yeah, more than anything.
So we'll do what we can. So show opens with a video package of all like the top guys in WWE now. Like Rollins, they got Paige, they got Big E, and Hornswoggle. Well, people who've come through NXT and have gone on to be successful. Notably absent was Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Was Fandango in there?
Was Fandango in NXT? Oh, he was like when NXT was a game show, wasn't he? Yeah. Johnny
was Daniel
Curtis.
Bryan in there?
I think they just did it from when it was an actual wrestling promotion.
Wade Barrett.
Cuts to the ring, well, the ringside area, and we've got Corey Graves and Tom Phillips in what appeared to be a red leather suit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was Tom Phillips wearing? He's in Florida as well. It's roasting.
Yeah, we're dying over here. I can only imagine how they're dying over there.
Anyway, first match. We've got the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Thank God you pronounced that name. Because I could not.
And Andrade Cien Almas wrestled... I think he wrestled in CMLL and Japan as La Sombra.
Yeah.
Was a luchador. Lost his mask. Came to NXT. Now he's a pimp.
Nice.
Like his ring gear was total pimp gear.
He goes from El Generico to the Godfather.
It was closer. Do you remember when Carlito had like a bodyguard?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The guy who stabbed John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exact same gear. Just like suspenders, baggy pants, and a nice little hat.
With a feather in it.
Yeah. I don't know about his ring gear. It's a bit... Well, to be fair, he did take it off before the match. But I was annoyed that he took it off carefully and he didn't just rip it off.
Like Cesaro.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to take off their gear like Cesaro.
Cesaro or have... Like, $1 Million Man did it as well. Like, his suit ripped off.
Yeah.
And he had, like, Virgil rip it off for him. A lot of people have had that gimmick, actually. I know Luger had it in WCW when he was the total package towards the end.
Well, of course, Hulk Hogan as well.
Yeah. The slow rip.
Yeah.
Then throw it in your face.
Yeah. No selling the t-shirt.
Good little match. This. Good little opener. Ty Dillinger impressed me.
Yeah, well, he is the perfect 10 after all.
After all, yeah, he is.
I didn't see much of this match because it was just the start. Usually I kind of miss a bit of the start if it's not two wrestlers I know.
Yeah.
And like I said before, NXT I don't really keep up to date with wrestlers I don't know.
I will say Dillinger might be one to watch.
Yeah,
because
I seen his match with Nakamura. He had one in on the WrestleMania tapings. He had a match against him, and it was pretty good.
He's doing like the 10 thing, and Nakamura's just like bobbing his head to the. Yeah, I like Dillinger. Almas. This was his first match in NXT, I think. He was just kind of,
as far as I know, it was.
Yeah.
From what Graves and Phillips were saying, it was his first match.
Don't get me wrong, Almas was impressive. There was a spot where Dillinger's down and Andrade's gonna do like a moonsault, but Dillinger rolls out of the way, so Andrade lands on his feet and then does a standing moonsault.
I did see that. I saw I think that was one of the replays they did.
That was quite cool. Other spots, there was Dillinger running Almas into the turnbuckle and Almas doing like a headstand on it, and then Dillinger super kicks him. What was the ending? Was the ending 450?
Maybe.
I think ending was like a 450 from Andrade onto Dillinger.
Yeah.
Short match just to introduce everyone to Almas.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dillinger gets called up.
Yeah.
Like he's a type of guy.
He did a Sami Zayn last match before he goes up, but like
he's Ty Dillinger.
He had to beg for it.
Yeah. Pretty much the story of this match was like Dillinger was begging for a match at Takeover, so Regal granted it to him on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's how matches get made these days. It's a new era. Yeah, I could see Dillinger moving up and being like a solid mid-card guy. Kind of in like a Dolph Ziggler role, but less expensive than Dolph Ziggler.
Maybe actually win a match or two.
Yeah. It's like he's pretty decent. Like he's been in NXT for a long time now, so might be time just to bring him up. Or with the brand split coming, NXT is going to be rated, so
desperately rated. Yeah, they are going to steal everyone.
So like they could just keep Dillinger down there as like a good hand.
Yeah,
because no matter what they say, NXT is still developmental.
Yeah,
like you watch the TV show week in, week out, it's developmental. Not saying that the wrestlers there are bad, they're just green. They're like 90% of the wrestlers on NXT don't end up on these takeovers. And eventually they might, like Ty Dillinger. But yeah, it is a developmental brand. That's where guys go to learn their craft and get experience. So, yeah. Anyway, next match, we had the Revival versus American Alpha.
In a rematch.
Last match. From TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah. Their last match was amazing. It's probably one of the more entertaining tag matches that happened this year so far.
This match was also good, but I preferred the last match.
Yeah.
They changed it up a bit this time around. Alpha got a lot of offense in early on. Generally, Gable will get offense in like the first 2 minutes, and then they'll cut him off, beat him down. Jordan gets the hot tag, goes wild, gets the pin. Happy days. But Alpha were in control early on in this match. A lot of like Angle's theme chants.
Yeah. It was by the next match I'd muted the entire show.
Yeah. Spots that got the biggest pops were probably the double ankle lock spot. And the crowd got kind of pissed off when the Revival won.
That's because like they're the heels.
They are, but like this is the smarkiest fucking crowd in the world. Yeah. Like,
but in terms of the two, I think American Alpha are a lot superior to the Revival. I do like the Revival a lot, but American Alpha have a lot more variation with their moves.
Alpha are definitely more athletic, but I think the Revival are like about 5 steps ahead of them in terms of ring psychology.
Yeah.
They're like 5 steps ahead of every team in WWE.
Yeah, but nowadays ring psychology does take a backseat to the athletic ability for the most part nowadays.
You say that, but they used more psychology in the TakeOver Dallas match, and that was a much better match. In my opinion.
I don't know. I had a lot more fun with the Dallas match because there was a lot more fun little spots happening in the match.
End came when the Revival hit the Shatter Machine on Gable, I want to say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of classic, like, I think Dawson... Just so you know, Dawson is the bald one, Dash has hair. The way you remember this is Dash has a H in it. H is the first letter in hair. Dash has hair. So Dawson, I think, takes a swing at Jordan. Jordan tries to get in the ring. The ref is like, no, you get back in the rope. And the other guy jumps in and they both start beating down Gable.
Yeah.
Just like classic stuff like that you just don't see on the main roster. And I don't know why. It's kind of it's a lost art in tag team wrestling. There's just no... And like I was saying to Dane last night, a lot of these, I like both their moves, like their finisher moves. I like the Shatter Machine that the Revival use more. Because it looks good. And
it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, it requires 2 men to do the move.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Vaudevillains, they've got a European uppercut into a neck breaker.
Yeah.
Like one person can do that move.
It's the same with the Mighty Don't Kneel. That's the name?
That's yeah.
Like a lot of their finishing moves are just double moves.
Yeah.
Then they are
like double super kick, double
Young Bucks stuff.
Yeah.
Then it would be a move that two people would use. It's not like a 3D or something.
Yeah. Or like I'll give a pass to any tag teams that hit like tandem top rope moves.
Yeah, like the Hardys would do.
Yeah, because I think Jeff had hit like a leg drop and Matt would hit a splash.
Yeah.
Because that's double the impact. And like, fair enough. One person could just get back up, go up the turnbuckle again, and then do the other one.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of effort.
They could do a Macho Man elbow, but for tag teams.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really want to see that now.
The double elbow?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but is it Macho Man versus the Ultimate Warrior when he does it like 7 times?
Yeah.
Like, I want to see a tag team do that where like one guy hits the elbow and then runs to the turnbuckle, and as he's running to the turnbuckle,
the other guy
hits an elbow. And they just do that like 7 times.
Just like pinball off the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So Revival are the new NXT Tag Team Champs.
Yeah.
And they are the first 2-time champions in all of NXT.
Yeah.
After the match, we got 2 boulder-sized men.
Yeah, Jesus.
Hitting the ring and attacking an American Alpha.
Yeah.
And out from the entranceway walked Paul Ellering, the road manager of the Road Warriors.
Yeah. Road
manager? Just the manager of the Road Warriors.
Yeah. And a bunch of other tag teams as well, but like...
Road Warriors would be the most famous.
Yeah.
Crowd chanted, "Who are you?"
Yep.
So they don't know fucking shit. Bunch of smarks. Learn your history.
Yeah, this is the problem with Full Sail tonight, is they were full smart mode.
Yeah. Like,
people would think Chicago is bad. Full Sail is worse.
Chicago would probably know who Paul Ellering
is.
Yeah. His daughter is a wrestler, and she wrestled on NXT about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Rachel Ellering. Yeah, I imagine American Alpha get called up. These 2 guys, these 2 Boulder men. One is like a former MMA fighter. The other's he's like a strongman or something.
Yeah, a super heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume they'll get names eventually.
See what they're like. Yeah, because their names are impossible to pronounce.
Yeah, they're getting new names.
Yeah.
Boulder 1
like
and Boulder 2.
They look Samoan, but they've got they don't have Samoan names.
Yeah. Next match, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Austin Aries.
Yep.
About this time, I'm starting to get sick of the fans.
Yep, I muted the fans immediately.
They started singing Nakamura's theme.
Yeah, which was cool. But once the song stopped and they kept going
and started singing throughout the match, it was just like, fuck off.
Yeah, so I was muted for the rest of the show at this point because I just couldn't handle how obnoxious the chants were.
So Austin
Aries, I did keep it on mute for Nakamura's entrance because he's probably got one of the best entrance songs in the game right now.
He does. Aries came out with like taped ribs. I think that was like a real thing rather than being injured. So throughout the match, Nakamura is kneeing him in the ribs. Of course.
Don't show weakness in front of Nakamura.
He'll kill you. Decent little match. Not as good as the Nakamura Zayn match.
I'm gonna judge all Nakamura matches by the Sami Zayn match.
Yeah.
From now on.
He did enough to have like a very good match.
Yeah.
But I think the Zayn match was better.
Yeah. My problem was Austin Aries more than Nakamura. I remember Austin Aries being great in TNA, but he has not been in NXT.
He hasn't really done much in NXT
yet. And that's my problem. Is like, I remember him being great, but I could just be thinking it wrong because he has not done anything to impress me since.
Yeah, he was grand in this match. Off the top of my head, the best spots were I think Nakamura reversed like a pin into a triangle choke.
Yeah. My favorite bit was when they're fighting on the ring apron.
Oh yeah.
And Nakamura goes to hit him with a knee, and Austin Aries fucking picks him up and gives him a Death Valley driver on the fucking apron.
Yeah, that was.
I liked the whole apron spot.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Like when Nakamura does his little his enziguri kind of move.
Yeah, where just like
it's just like a straight kick to the face,
trying to knock each other off the apron.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool.
Ending came. Also, Nakamura is surprisingly tall when you see him in there with like Aries. Ending came with Nakamura. I think he was on the top rope and hits Aries in the back of the head with a knee.
Yeah, and that's usually his like signifier for the end of the match.
Phillips called it the Kinshasa, and Graves was like, "No, that's just a prelude."
Yeah.
Nakamura hits him with like a reverse exploder suplex, and then just like hoofs him in the head with the knee.
Yeah. And I did think this knee had looked a lot better than the one against the Zayn match.
Yeah, the camera angle was better.
Yeah,
because like I've seen alternate angles of the one in the Zayn match, and pretty much every other angle it looked better.
See, I prefer the Kinshasa when he jumps in the air to hit the guy. I'm not a big fan when he does it on the ground. I think it looks a lot more brutal when he does like the running jump knee.
Yeah.
Like the one he did to AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom. I think that looks a lot better than when he's standing up and hits the knee.
I think it looks better when the guy is on his knees and Nakamura just charges into him.
Yeah.
Grand match. Probably it looks like Nakamura will be like next in line for a title shot.
He's already been announced for matches in July against WWE guys.
Yeah, I mean
that's why I'm thinking like I don't think he's gonna get a title shot because next month he's been announced for a bunch of Raw shows.
Yeah, like the storyline for this before the match was they were Austin Aries wanted to prove how good he was and was gonna challenge for the title after Finn versus Joe, whoever was the winner.
Yeah.
And Nakamura came out and was like, no. I'm gonna be the next NXT champion.
If there's another takeover before no, there can't be.
For Brooklyn? No, Brooklyn is the next one.
I'm very positive Nakamura is not gonna have like a title kind of thing because it's so close to when he's rumored to be heading up. Like he's rumored to be heading up this month.
Yeah.
After the tour.
I mean, they've done it before with Owens, where he was the champion, NXT champion, and was on like the main roster.
But Nakamura was hired, and he's only in NXT.
Yeah, he was only supposed to be there for a couple of months.
Yeah. He's
not, summer.
Yeah, he's not there like every other NXT guy. He's just there to kind of get used to American wrestling more than he is for like developmental stuff. The one thing I did like about this feud was we finally got to hear Nakamura speak.
Yeah,
doing his promos because we hadn't beforehand.
He speaks English well enough.
Yeah,
enough that you can understand. He has a bit of an accent, but like you can understand him.
Yeah, like I still love that. When he's talking in Japanese, he's like, "Wait, I'm sorry," and Austin Aries is like, "I don't understand what you're saying," and Nakamura's like, "Yeah, me too."
Next up, Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax they need to go back to the drawing board on her entrance. The whole close-ups of her eyes and her theme song, it's too like upbeat for like a monster heel, which is what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be like a giant monster heel. She's the, like you said, the women's division's Big Show.
Yeah.
and then you have like this like poppy I'm not like most girls bullshit song. Like yeah, like generally the theme songs in NXT I think are good, but Nia Jax back to the drawing board for I know you didn't think much of this match.
Well, it's not that I didn't think much of this match. Asuka was great, but I don't like Nia Jax.
She's limited, but like you don't have to do a lot
and
as a monster heel.
And in terms of like the other women NXT matches, this was not nearly as good as any of the other ones.
Yeah, Jax probably isn't like the she's probably one of the most limited there, but at the same time, if you put in who would be like apart from Bayley, who would be next, like Alexa Bliss, like Asuka selling for Alexa Bliss, you're not going to believe it, because for one, Alexa Bliss is tiny and Asuka would kick her head off. Whereas like at least with Nia, she's huge, and I don't mean that like in a bad way, but like she's much bigger, much taller than any of the other women. She can, like we saw during that match, that she can easily pick up Asuka and just throw her around. So like you have that going for you. Like who else is there to be, like Carmella, like Asuka selling for Carmella, just like
but who does Asuka fight now?
Bayley at Brooklyn, I think, because they have enough women up on their roster as it is. They already rated NXT last year,
and it's about to be rated again.
It is, and we're gonna lose Bayley, and we're probably gonna lose Nia Jax.
Yeah,
and in defense of Nia Jax, she is limited, but I think the women's division, like after watching this match, they desperately need someone like Nia Jax, just a giant.
Do you know who they could get? They could get Fox.
Alicia Fox?
No, not Alicia Fox. Your one from Stardom.
Oh, Chris Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah. The that was some promo for you guys who haven't seen it on Twitter. Go look up Chris Fox on Twitter and try and find her.
Very interesting person.
Her Stardom promo.
I looked
or Chris Wolf, not Chris Fox.
I looked up her wiki. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about who this person is.
Yeah, because it's like her real name is Chris Hernandez, so she's not Japanese.
Yeah.
So she speaks English, presumably, and it's her promo. It's like she ran it through Google Translate, and Google Translate is spotty to say the best, and just went through it in English. Because like she speaks with a perfect American accent as well, so I imagine she speaks English.
And I watched a bunch of her matches after that promo, and she's just weird in general.
She's like a furry, isn't she?
She's like, and she's biting the title. Do you know when they're like putting the title up?
Yeah.
And the two wrestlers are standing to the other side. She's grabbing the like strap and putting it in her mouth.
Just like chewing on it.
Yeah. I want to see more of her so I can understand what's happening.
Big spots from the Asuka Nia Jax match were the spot where Nia just picks up Asuka and like fucking flings her across the ring, just sends her like spinning like a hubcap basically, and Asuka just gets up and she like sells it like, oh, what have I got myself into?
Yeah.
A lot of the story of this match was Asuka trying to put Nia into submissions.
Yeah, any submission.
Yeah, like going for the Asuka lock, arm bars, guillotine chokes, sleepers, triangle chokes, like everything. But Nia just kept powering out. So Asuka went back to the tried and true, kick him in the head.
Yeah, until they stop standing.
Yeah. The finale of the match was Asuka just like laying in 4 giant kicks into Nia's head.
Yeah.
Like hitting one, Nia goes down to a knee. She hits another, Nia goes down to another knee. She hits another, Nia's down. Then is stirring, getting back up, and Asuka bounces off the ropes and hits her one more time.
Yeah.
This was a better match than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a grade A shit show because Asuka's good, but Nia is very green.
I wouldn't say Asuka's good. I would say Asuka is probably one of the best they have in WWE.
Yeah.
Out of any male and female wrestlers, she's probably one of the best they have.
Yeah, she's probably in the top 5 in the company. In the world.
Well, I'd put her in like a top 10 of the world.
Yeah, like she's up there with like AJ and Sammy and that. Nia, not so much. But I think there's something there with Nia. Like you can, if you want to treat.
I think don't put her as a wrestler, but put her as like a Chyna.
Yeah, you could do that.
When Chyna first came in, put her as like that, as like a bodyguard kind of deal, because she's not a great wrestler, but she could be good in small bits.
Well, like
where she needs to powerhouse.
Yeah, well, like you just book her as like the Big Show, because like actually to be fair, Big Show is probably the best guy of his size that there's ever been. Like you compare him to like Kali or Andre. Like he can move like a cruiserweight compared to those guys.
Did you see the gif of Andre
doing like flippy shit?
Yeah, doing like almost like a Canadian destroyer.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like Big Show's still able to do a sunset flip.
This week was just blowing people's mind by finding out that like these guys we never thought could wrestle could actually do moves. Because like the first one I saw was the Hulk Hogan doing the
chain wrestling.
Yeah, the chain wrestling, and then Andre doing like a sunset flip powerbomb.
Yeah, and then Kali just jumping over the top rope.
Yeah, that blew my mind the most.
See, by the time Kali got to WWE, his legs were destroyed.
Yeah.
Andre, most of the stuff that's on film is him towards the end where he's just like fucked.
Yeah.
Big Show's still able to move well enough.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just book Nia like Big Show. Just powerhouse.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have that in the women's division. Everyone's kind of the same. Yeah, good little match. Asuka retained.
Thank God.
I think we're going to get Asuka Bailey too at Brooklyn. And maybe after that, Bailey moves up. Main event: Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Balor came out with like a.
I really liked his entrance.
Yeah, he was.
I really like Finn Balor's entrance every time.
They had like a cage set up at the entrance, and Balor just knocked it over and came crawling down to the ring.
What I really wanted to know, because he does the corner spot when he's entering. I wanted to know how quickly he could get to do that. And he shocked me by how quick he could climb that cage.
Yeah, he zoomed up that cage fairly quick.
Yeah.
To be fair, that cage was specially built for NXT.
Yeah.
It's shorter than the cages that they use on the main roster.
It looks shorter.
I would say that cage is about 10 feet tall, whereas the one on the main roster is a couple of, maybe like a meter higher.
Yeah.
Joe came out, just did a normal entrance. Joe comes in, gets in the cage and slams the door behind him. And he's still got like his belt and like the towel around him. Like, dude, you're gonna have to open the door to get the belt.
He's going to throw it over the cage.
Yeah.
He's not your man from New Japan. Who's that? Who's destroyed the belt?
Oh, Naito.
Yeah.
Yeah. Naito's gimmick is he has no respect for the IWGP Championship.
Yeah, and has literally just broken it like this week.
Yeah, there's like little I don't know what you call them, but like little holes in the belt, like decorative things. like rivets.
Yeah.
And one of them popped out when he was just fucking the belt around. Big spots to this match. There was Balor hitting like the coup de grace. There was he didn't hit the 1916 in this.
No.
Joe hitting like the first muscle buster, which Finn kicked out of. Joe hitting, I think the idea was Finn was going to the top to hit another coup de grace.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting was for him to try and hit one from the top of the cage.
Yeah. When Balor got up there and Joe got up with him, I thought that he was getting a muscle buster off like the top rope.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. Eventually Joe does get him in the muscle buster position, but he's like standing on the second rope. So it wasn't too bad. I will say the camera work for this match kind of annoyed me a bit, but I think it's more so the cage is like bright silver.
Yeah, they don't know. Well, obviously, like the NXT camera crew don't know how to film a cage match. It's the first cage match in NXT.
Yeah. I will say that from the Ambrose Asylum match, black cages look so much better than steel or blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can see everything that's going on the ring. I don't know what it is about it, but black cages are the way to go. Get cans of spray paint out, lads.
Yeah.
So finish comes with Joe hitting a second rope muscle buster on Balor, getting the pin, and I was expecting like something afterwards, like some sort of angle, maybe like Nakamura comes out or the club or something. But there was just nothing.
Yeah. Joe, you're celebrating, Balor laid on the floor.
Yeah. Overall, it was a good match. I preferred the Dallas match.
Yeah.
Even with all like the ref stoppages.
Like you could edit the ref stoppages out of that match and have a good match anyway. It wasn't so much the refs, the stoppages. It was that there was like 5 or 6 of them, and they weren't like closing Joe's cut. Well, the thing is that like as well, the crowd wasn't as obnoxious.
Yeah.
At Dallas, and they were chanting what I thought were really good chants when they were chanting like "Let him bleed" and stuff like that.
Fuck DG.
Yeah.
To also this, I think this was Balor's first ever cage match.
Could have had some in New Japan. I don't know.
They don't normally do gimmick matches in Japan. Like they were supposed to have their first.
Sure, they did have Kenny Omega versus a blow up doll.
Well,
and that blow up doll has been multiple matches.
Yeah. There's comedy stuff, but like in terms of match gimmicks, like they were supposed to have like their first ever ladder match there. Like,
isn't it like
Kenny
Omega and
Tanahashi?
Yeah,
it's been cancelled because Tanahashi's kind of busted up. So they injured him in storyline to put him on so he could get healthy for like their big show later on.
I'm sure we'll still get the ladder match though.
Eventually. Yeah. But they don't normally, like, gimmick matches aren't really a thing in Japan. Overall, it was a good show. There wasn't like anything spectacular about it. There wasn't like that one standout. Yeah,
there wasn't Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn or Bayley versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Or anything like that in this. Or Sami Zayn versus Cesaro. Or there wasn't like a standout match.
It was a very solid show though. Like easily like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything awful on it either.
No.
Like, worst match for me, let me see. Maybe Alamos versus Dillinger, because...
Well, I wouldn't really even count them. I just count the 4 title matches more than any... Well, the 4 matches after that, because, like, that's more of a...
It felt like a pre-show match.
Yeah, that's why I don't really count it as a match.
Well, yeah. It was, like, it wasn't bad, but it was, like, my least favourite match on the show.
I think my least favourite was maybe Nakamura versus Aries. I just wasn't all that into it.
Still a fine match, though.
Yeah, it was a fine match. Aries wasn't that impressive, I felt.
Okay.
Compared to kind of a bunch of other Nakamura's matches since Sami Zayn. And my most favourite was probably the Revival and American Alpha.
Yeah, tag team match is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
I love the Revival.
I love both of them.
I like American Alpha as well, but I don't know. I can appreciate Smash Mouth 80s heel tag team that just don't give a fuck. It's just something. It's something that should still be around, but isn't, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say if I had to rank them, it'd probably be Revival. Joe Balor, Asuka, Nia Jax are probably on the same level for me. And Nakamura and Aries is probably my least favourite of the four. But that's just because of Aries more than it is Nakamura. Nakamura was still impressive in it, but Aries just wasn't that impressive, I felt.
They didn't do anything blowaway apart from the Death Valley driver onto the apron, which Nakamura probably shouldn't be taking those pumps at his age at this point in his career. Apart from that, everything was good, safe, got the crowd into it. Overall, I liked the show though. But it felt like a B pay-per-view for NXT.
Yeah.
They've got,
given how great the last number of takeovers have been.
Yeah. They've got their two big shows of the year, which are Brooklyn and WrestleMania.
Yeah.
God only knows where they're going from here with the brand extension stuff. Triple H did a Q&A on Facebook afterwards. The end subtitle for this was in reference to the end of the Balor Joe feud and the end of NXT being a developmental brand. He says now that they're a full-on brand of their own, but they're still developmental no matter what he says. You're if you go to a house show, you're going to see Balor and Joe, but you're also going to see Tino Sabatelli and Peyton Royce and
No Way Jose.
And No Way Jose, who wasn't on this show.
No.
I don't get No Way Jose. I don't know what it is.
I told you I haven't watched him wrestle, but I've gotten into the hype.
I
haven't watched a single match of his, but I've totally fed into the hype of it.
He just dances. That's kind of his. It's. They need to have a stable with him and Disco Inferno and Fandango.
And fuck. He's in TNA now. I've forgotten his name entirely.
Let's go. I'll go through the TNA. Grado?
No, he was in WWE with the Funkadactyls.
Oh, Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
Tyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord Tenzai.
And Great Khali.
The Punjabi playboy.
Yeah.
All singing, all dancing.
All the time.
Yeah. The greatest dance number in professional wrestling since the Nitro Girls.
I was waiting for you to say since Scotty Too Hotty and Too Cool.
I probably would have been better. Wrap it up there, I think. Thanks everyone for listening to NXT The End of the Beginning Takeover review show. Yeah, there you go. Check us out on Twitter at Irish Whipcast, our YouTube channel Irish Whip Podcast, and our Facebook Irish Whip Podcast. Our next episode will probably be a Lucha Underground catch up.
Whenever, because
we're about 4 weeks. That's generally we do one every 4 weeks.
Next week we'll probably do Lucha Underground, and then the one after that will probably be Battleground.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Money in the Bank. That's what I meant. I'm getting really confused with all
the pay-per-view name.
Yeah.
It's Battleground's a shit name for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Anyway. We'll catch you in the next one.